All right. I hope you guys are ready. Welcome to That's a Bet podcast, where we talk about the intersection between barber, entrepreneurship, and technology. And the reason why I say I hope that you guys are ready is because what are you going to do when AI takes over the workspaces, or when you are required to become AI adjacent? We got a video that we're going to show you guys today about how AI is taking over in the grocery spaces and the drive-through restaurants or the drive-up restaurants. And so once we get into this video, we want to have a little bit of a discussion to see how you guys are starting to feel about this whole AI revolution. On this channel, we always talk about creating content and, what people are going to do once the employment economy begins to dry up or get harder and harder, and people have to move to another economy. And on this channel, we like to say the creator economy. So let's go ahead and get into this video without any further ado. Let's see what we got.
From apps for fast food and food delivery to self-checkout and self-service kiosks, your favorite grocery stores and fast food chains are changing fast. Popular franchises like McDonald's plan to invest $2 billion into bringing AI and robots into stores and drive-thrus in 2024.
I always say follow the money. If you follow the money, you can start to predict what's going on. And when you see billions and billions of dollars and trillions of dollars being moved around to a certain sector or to a certain idea, that's always a good indicator of where the market could possibly go. So 2 billion, and that's just one restaurant. McDonald's investing 2 billion into artificial intelligence. So that's not even talking about all the other restaurant spaces or grocery spaces, what they're investing into it. So how is that going to impact you guys? For those of you that work at places like Walmart or McDonald's or Wendy's or Burger King, how is that going to impact you over the next 10 to 15 years? That's what I think people need to be thinking about in terms of how to demand value from the marketplace as they look over the next 10 to 15 years, because artificial intelligence is going to be a long-term type of thing. It's not going to happen overnight. So think about that.
2022, American grocery stores spent $13 billion on tech automations. The Food Industry Association expects spending on things like smart carts and revamped self-checkout aisles to grow 400% through 2025.
Well, automation is playing a bigger role in fast food, and it will play a bigger role still. The problem is, with minimum wage hikes in places like California, with other cost pressures still coming through, it's very expensive now to run a fast food business. And whilst fast food retailers have tried to remedy that by passing on prices to...
So how many of you have seen the fast food restaurants where when you walk in, instead of having multiple cashiers, you got one cashier? Well, you don't even have a cashier. You have a kiosk. You have a machine that you punch your order into, and then you might have an attendant at the front counter, just to kind of navigate and direct some of the traffic. But other than that, you just have the cooks. You just have the cooks that are in the back. So you went from having a full staff to just having a couple of kiosks to take the orders, one attendant at the counter in order to navigate traffic, and then a couple of cooks in the back. And so companies are going to be saving a lot of money by switching over to this model. Those places that I just described with the kiosks, they operate very, very smooth. I've used a couple of those restaurants before, and the operation is pretty seamless. They have good user interfaces on the kiosk, so it's a good user experience. The images are bold and big and bright, and the text and the wording is very vivid and easy to read. So it's very easy to navigate no matter what walk of life you guys are coming from. So you want to pay attention to stuff like this when you see it in the marketplace and seeing how much consumers are engaging with it, because this very much could possibly take over that sector of the employment market. But then where are those people going to go? Where are those employees going to go if that's happening in that sector and other sectors, and just all over the board? You know, for you guys that have been following the channel, you already know where we think they're going to go.
Customers, of course, don't like that, and volumes go down.
Americans are spending an average of $475 a month on groceries. Over the last decade, menu prices at most major fast food restaurants have outpaced national inflation rates, according to research from Finance Buzz. Popular fast food items like McDonald's McChicken and McDouble, Popeye's mashed potatoes and gravy, Taco Bell's Chalupa Supreme, and Wendy's Small Frosty have all doubled in price since 2014. Executives on earnings calls have taken notice of the high prices and have noted their growth in tech as a way to drive down prices.
Boy, that inflation is real. How many of you guys, let me know in the comments, have been experiencing the inflation for 2024? How many of you guys have been experiencing that inflation, that impacting your life? The grocery bills are a little bit higher. The fuel and gasoline for your vehicle is a little bit higher. Maybe your utility bills are a little bit higher. Let me know in the comments, what have you guys been experiencing when it comes to inflation? At McDonald's and different restaurants, certain items have doubled. Not necessarily just for 2024, but over a 10-year period, pretty much they've doubled. Crazy. Inflation is real.
And remain profitable.
If we're doing a good job on the items and prices and the service we provide, saving them money with pickup and delivery, for example, we can continue to grow share. So we're merchants at the core, and we've added through the technological changes that we.
That's another piece of technology that I find myself using too quite a bit is the Instacart grocery delivery. A lot of people might trend towards Instacart grocery delivery versus going to the actual store and purchasing the items and getting out the vehicle and going in and putting items on the cart, on the tray, inside the basket, all that stuff. Keep an eye on this, and keep an eye on what the businesses in these sectors move towards and what they're investing in, because at the end of the day, they're trying to reduce their expenses and become more profitable. And do you guys think that they care about you when it comes to them making money and saving money? You know, a penny saved is a penny earned. I think that's how it goes. But think about that. You don't want to be, out in the wind when these companies start letting employees go. You want to have a skill set that you've already been working with, that you've already been investing into, so that when these companies begin to let workers go, you have a good foundation, a good launch pad to go into that next business idea that you guys are going to go into.
Made and the service changes that we've made, a dimension to the business that's driving that growth.
We're also investing for long-term growth in areas like digital and technology, as well as our transformation efforts within our global business services organization. By leveraging the full strength of our global scale, we'll build new and modern capabilities and ultimately unlock speed and innovation for our entire McDonald's system.
The American consumer is starting to pull back on spending, and rising food and labor costs are causing the food industry to invest more into automation to lower labor costs and improve sales, in order to stay competitive and take advantage of shifting consumer tastes.
So the only way to square this circle really is to try and reduce costs. And that means automation. So we will see many more ordering kiosks. We'll see the use of AI at drive-thrus. We'll see other areas of the business, including supply chains, become increasingly automated, all with a view of taking out the labor cost.
Despite some grocery stores rolling back on self-checkout automation earlier in 2024.
Did he say with taking out the labor costs? I didn't get to hear that part. Let me rewind it a little bit.
automation. So we will see many more ordering kiosks. We'll see the use of AI at drive-throughs. We'll see other areas of the business, including supply chains, become increasingly automated, all with a view of taking out the labor cost.
Despite some grocery stores rolling back on self-checkout automation,
He said, with the view of taking out labor costs. That's how the whole industry is thinking right now, is how to take out labor costs. That means the employee, that means you. What are you going to do when they reach their goal of taking out the labor cost? That means taking away the employee and replacing it with artificial intelligence. What are you guys going to do at that point? You have to look at creating another skill set. The employment economy is not here for that much longer in the way that we've known it. It's going to shift dramatically. So let's take a little bit more to look into this video.
earlier in
Before we wrap it up,
2024, the same companies are now rolling out smart carts. Amazon is now selling grocers its Dash carts, and this is a smart cart by Caper Carts, which Instacart acquired in 2021. The carts are in large chains like Kroger and ShopRite.
What's powerful about Caper is all the sensors on the device. So there's the camera sensors that look at the basket, there's the weights and measures certified sensor, and then there's the location sensor. And so what retailers are excited about is leveraging those sensors to make sure that they know exactly what's inside the shopping cart. And so, for example, even if somebody were to hide an item, for example, and put it into the cart, we know with certainty that with the weights and measures scale, that something went into the cart.
Instacart also says the carts help customers stay within their grocery budgets.
By having the running total, they're able to ensure that they stay on budget. There's no apprehension that when you get to the checkout line, you're over budget and you have to put things back. We're also seeing that customers really love the deals, the coupon clipping capabilities on the cart.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg in the fast food.
Wow. Hey, if this did not impress you guys, I don't know what else would impress you guys. Hopefully this opens your perspective in terms of the application of artificial intelligence and its impact on the market as a whole and the employment sector. You know, I'm really rooting for you guys to see the shift that's taking place and to prepare for the shift that's taking place. You know, I talk to a lot of people all the time, and, you know, people are struggling finding jobs right now. You know, they are really struggling finding jobs. The employment market is very competitive. There's barriers to entry. You can hardly make an income without investing into a 6 or 8 year degree or a master's. You know, it's very competitive, and you're not even guaranteed to be successful with a degree these days anymore in terms of, you know, the amount of money that you can make. So it's crazy. I hope you guys are getting value out of this video. If you did, make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button on the way out. Make sure you guys also check the comments for the link to my mastermind community so you can tap in with us in our groups and clubs. And as always, until next time, I will see you guys in the next video.